Hello everyone, my name is Jose Salazar. I am from Fort Worth, Texas. I currently coach high school boys varsity and 2011 pre-CNL girls. My topic for discussion today is going to be building out of the back or attacking in our defensive third. Here we are going to have a 5v5 activity. Goalkeeper and then 4 field players, and the same will be for the opponent team. The red team will be our focus group, and then we have our offsides lines here, and again, goalkeeper, right defender, left defender. This player will act as our center mid, and then this player will be our striker. One of the 4 main points I'm looking for during this exercise are going to be playing quick, 2-3 touches max, trying to get the ball forward as quick as possible without taking too long, too many touches. Second thing is movement off the ball from everyone. Thirdly, switching the point of attack. And then lastly, and probably the most important, is communicating. So I'm going to start off by showing a few patterns that I want to see from my players unopposed, and then as we get through the discussion, I'll add some opponents just so they can see the movements when being opposed. So first off, I want my striker and center mid to start high. That way, when we do have pressure, my right back and center back have a little bit more space to work with here in the middle. So again, these guys will start high. Right and left backs will start out very wide. Once we play the ball, if we get the ball out here, I want my center mid to kind of pivot and support here. I want my striker to move into this space here, out wide. And then I also want my goalkeeper to shift a little and support here. That way, this right back has plenty of options to come out. My left back, I want him to tuck in a little bit and come up a little bit forward, depending on the situation. I would want him to come forward so that if we do get the ball from here, we can easily pivot, play it to the other side, and then we can attack the goal. But also, if we get in trouble, if this guy is tucked in, he can easily recover in the middle, where these guys will have to shift and recover the ball here. So this will be kind of one of the patterns. We'll play here. You can either play the forward, this guy can move up, or we can play again the center mid. He can either play back to the striker, or again, switching the opponent attack, which is what we're looking for, to play it to this way. And the same thing goes for the other side. If we start with the keeper, we can play out wide. This player will again start high and then check in. Striker will shift over, and this player will tuck in and either go forward or tuck in and drop and recover depending on where the ball goes. And then one of our last options, which kind of gives us a little bit more freedom but also requires more creativity from our striker, is again, if these guys play high, he checks in, we play here. Now these guys can also move up a little bit more, have my keeper supporting. But I want this striker to, again, find the space, free open space, not just play flat with my striker here, because, again, when we get into the activity, this guy will probably have some pressure from behind, so this player won't be able to receive the ball if he's playing flat. But if we have a little bit of movement off the ball, then maybe we can, again, create a triangle option here, or if he gets the ball here, triangle option here. So this last kind of play gives a little bit more freedom to this player to move anywhere, but again, requires creativity to find the open spaces. So what this would look like with opposing players, which again will take us into our key points. So again, we want to play quick, making it 2-3 touches if we can, so that when our players receive the ball, again, if the movement is happening, we can get up the field quick, rather than if we're taking too many touches, it then gives the opponent time to close us in and lock us in and not give us such an easy way to get out of pressure. Now again, movement, as I mentioned, is essential, not only to create space for the player moving. For example, if we play here, yes, this can also create space for the player, but if this was to follow, now we also have a little bit more space for this center mid to be able to receive and maybe take on this player that's defending him. Or again, if we can really get some good movement as a defender or as this midfielder, then this player can come in. And now we have a 1v1 situation rather than trying to play out in a 3v3, which obviously will be a lot more difficult. Which now again takes us to one of our key points, which will be also one of the most difficult to try to accomplish, but switching the point of attack. So if we have the option, if we can, we want to look to switch the point of attack and go opposite of where all the pressure is. So again, here we have a 3v3 situation. If this player can get the ball and turn, well, now we can find this player here. And again, we have a 1v1 situation going to goal rather than a 3v3. So it gives us a higher chance of shooting or getting a shot chance on goal here. And then of course, lastly, none of this can really happen without any communication. And it comes from everybody on the field, even the goalkeeper. So once we play out, goalkeeper, can say man on, turn, ball back as he's supporting. Same thing with the striker. As this ball is being received, striker can say ball, play me line, so that this player knows, okay, he can find the space, get him line. And again, if we get the ball to the center mid, any of these players, or even this one, can say turn, so he knows to turn, and then can either attack the space, or if he's not in a good position, again, play the right back yelling wide to play him in, and we can go to goal. So again, communication is very important here. Everybody must know what's going on. Players moving off the ball must be able to call for ball and let them know that they are moving. Again, not only to try to receive the ball, but to drag a defender with them. That can then maybe create space for our other two players trying to receive the ball here. So that is our tactical session on building out of the back. We will be demonstrating this on the field in a 5v5 exercise.